So in this lecture, let's go ahead and start creating the form for our website. So the very first thing which we need to do is that we need to use Bootstrap, because obviously Bootstrap is going to make our form look much more better. So the very first thing which we obviously need to do is that we need to go ahead and grab the Bootstrap CDN. So let's go ahead, go to Google and search for Bootstrap for CDN. Click on the first link which pops up, and by now you should actually know how exactly you can go ahead and use the Bootstrap CDN. So we will copy the CDN for the CSS. So simply go ahead, copy the CDN from here, go back to your code editor, and in here we actually now need to create a HTML template so as to serve a form to our user. So whenever you want to create a template, you simply go into your app directory, which is in this case PDF. You simply go ahead, create a new directory or a folder, call it as templates, and in there again create a new folder with the app name, which is PDF in this case. So now once you have this PDF folder, create a new file in here and create an HTML template in here. So I'll just go ahead and name this HTML template as accept.html because it's actually going to accept the user data. So now once we have this, let's go ahead and add the head and body tags and the HTML tags in here. So I'll simply go ahead, type in an exclamation mark, and the Emmet abbreviation is going to write down the HTML code for me. So when I go ahead and hit enter, I now have the head and the body tags. So now let's simply go ahead and paste the Bootstrap CDN link in here. So as you can see, I've posted that link. And now let's go ahead and also get the form from Bootstrap itself, because you obviously don't want to write the form from scratch. Search for Bootstrap for forms, go to the official link, which is from getbootstrap.com. And in here, if you scroll down a little bit, you will be able to see this particular form right here. Now this is actually a login form, but you can make a few changes in this particular form to suit your own needs. So I'll simply go ahead, copy this form, go back here, paste it up in the body, and we'll make a few changes in here. So first of all, we'll just keep this email field right here, and we will get rid of the other things over here except for the button. And in here, let's go ahead and let's delete this small tag as well. So we only want the label as well as the input field, and let's change the text of the label to accept name, and let's go ahead and change the input type over here. So this is actually going to be text, and we will also go ahead and change the ID over here as well. So first of all, let's also get rid of the placeholder. If you want, you can add a placeholder. And in here, I'll also get rid of this class as well. And for the ID, we'll go ahead and change this ID according to the names which we have here. So for the first field, as we are accepting the name, I'll just go ahead and mention the name and ID for that particular input field as name itself. So let's go ahead and type in the ID as name, and also set the name equals name. So we are going to do the same thing for all the other fields as well. So let me just go ahead, copy this particular form group. So let me copy that, paste it up over here, and this should actually accept the email, and you can also get rid of this for as well. And this is actually going to accept email, as email is actually our second field. So I'll type in email over here, and the input type is equal to text, and the ID and name are going to be email and email. So now once you have email, you also need to go ahead and do the same thing for phone as well. So let's do the same thing for phone. So I'll again go ahead, copy the same thing, paste it over here. I'll say phone, and this is going to be phone, and this is going to be phone as well. And now for the text area, so if you actually go ahead and have a look at this model, for the summary, we now have the text field right over here. So for the text field, you don't need to have the input type. Instead, you can use something which is called as a text area. So whenever you want to use text area, you simply go ahead, first of all, copy this particular form group, paste it over here, and as this is going to accept the summary, I'll go ahead and say about you, and in here instead of input I'll simply type in text area, and as for the ID and name I'll type in summary and summary over here. So now once you go ahead and do that, you can do almost the same thing for all these fields as well. So you can do the same thing for degree, school, university, previous work, and skills. So for these three things, we are using the character field. So create a input field for accepting these details. So you can go ahead and do that on your own as well. So I'll simply go ahead and create mine up over here. So I'll simply go ahead and copy these and create 3 more of these. 1, 2, and 3, and I'll simply go ahead and keep making changes over here accordingly. So now I need the degree, school, and university. So I'll simply go ahead and type in degree, school, and university. And let me also make sure to make changes over here as well. So now the only 2 things which are remaining are the previous work and skills. So I'll simply go ahead and get the text area for both of these, and I'll paste it over here. Previous work, and for the ID and name, that's going to be previous underscore work and previous underscore work. And the final thing is the skills. So I'll say something like skills, and now I'll change this thing to skills and skills. Okay, so now once we have this form, we are pretty much good to go. So now in order to test this particular form, we actually need to go ahead and create a view for this form, which is going to render this particular template. So in the next lecture, we will go ahead and create that view, and we will also associate that particular view with a specific URL, so that whenever you visit that URL, you will actually go ahead and get this form wherein you can submit all the data. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.